Zach Taylor's job is on the line, and the Bengals have to hit it big in the 2025 NFL Draft.
They have a superstar in Joe Burrow. They have Joe Burrow, who we know plays at an MVP level. But the reason why he wasn't able to win the MVP this last year is because their defense stunk. It was awful. I looked at their depth chart.
It's rough.
They could use a starter at every single defensive position in the first round. And they need to, in their first 3 picks, completely rework their defense. They just brought in Al Golden, who's a good defensive coordinator, who was previously a part of the staff, who knows Zach Taylor and has been around him when he was the linebackers coach. But they have to spend all of their first 4 or 5 picks on just defensive starters, corners, safeties, linebackers, defensive tackles, edge rushers. Otherwise, they're screwed. They're just going to go right back to what they did last year, where they are having to score 100 points to keep up with everybody that they're squaring off with. The Bengals for sure are at risk of not making the playoffs if their defense is as weak as it was last season, and Zach Taylor could very well lose his job.
Yeah, they're in dire need. We have not hidden our feelings on this show about Cincinnati and their woes last season. And you're right. You can't go through this type of year again. Losing to Washington 38-33, putting up a big 33 points. Losing to Baltimore 41-38. That was a crazy game, but you gave up 41 points. Gave up 37 to Philly. Lost to Baltimore again, 35-34. Putting up big numbers on offense. Defense can't keep the pace. Pittsburgh put 44 on them. The Chargers put 44 on them. In those matchups, Bengals had 38-27. You can't keep this is madness. It is the definition of insanity to keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Having a better defense changes those results. Keeps a touchdown off the board. Bengals, we're talking about the Bengals in a completely different light. What do I know? Maybe Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow are just better than any of my knowledge, but they're not because they don't have any help.